Just first of all, reviewing the day gone, how did you see that one for England?
Well, obviously, I mean, going forward, we look to tomorrow. It's a big day for us tomorrow. The pitch, I felt, is flattened a little bit for the seamers. It's obviously taking turn. Throughout the course of the match, we've had a couple of opportunities to sort of grab the game. Haven't quite been able to take it. Steve Smith played 2 fantastic innings, which has shifted the momentum. Let's put it with Australia, probably going into the last day as well. But we've had a chat in the dressing room tonight, and we say that our seamers found it harder. I think the pitch has slowed down for the seamers, so it's hard work. And obviously, line will be a threat tomorrow. The way we're sort of looking at it is, putting partnerships together tomorrow, not looking too far ahead, being confident in our belief that we can play the day out, and keep intent to score runs as well. Often when you're trying to play for a draw, it's very important that you keep your scoreboard ticking over as well.
Were you happy to see the declaration sort of linger as long as it did and leave only that sort of half-hour period at the end of the day?
Generally, when you're on the other side of declarations, you tend not to, you don't look too hard at it. You just have to deal with it when it comes. So from that perspective, 7-8 overs. At the end of the day, it's a challenge. We're pleased that on both occasions that the openers have got through, and it'll be up to them to start again tomorrow.
Who are they then, Chris and Will?
Graham, as a batting coach, are there sort of team orders in terms of how they approach tomorrow, or is it down to how the individual plays?
I think the individual has to assess it himself. He might have different challenges, throughout the course of the day as well. Different bowlers can cause you different sort of issues as you go through the day as well. So, but fundamentally, it's not to look too far ahead, but to keep a very positive mindset as well. But also, however the individual wants to go about it, however he feels is his best way of playing the situation, which he sees in front of him. But I mean, I would always encourage guys to have a nice positive mindset, look to score runs, build partnerships, because that builds confidence throughout the course of the day as well.
Are they just passing back to Will?
Cheers.
Catching.
As a batting coach and a former batsman, can you sort of fathom quite what makes Steve Smith so hard to get out?
Well, he has a great desire to score runs. He reads length very well, and he doesn't make too many mistakes when he's in. And obviously, we'd have thought not just about Steve, but the other Australian players and how you might be able to attack them and get them out. And obviously, after every match you play, it becomes very current in how they're actually playing. And we've probably run through a few plans already in the course of this match. And maybe we've got a few more up our sleeve going forward as well. So, but you have to give him a great deal of credit for the way he's played. They've been 2 fantastic innings, and he's managed to put Australia in a position where they've shifted the momentum back in their favour.
Chris, and then we'll do George and Dean on this side.
Graham, we're not seeing much of Jimmy Anderson in this match, unfortunately, but we all remember what he did at Cardiff 10 years ago. If push comes to shove, do you think it's written that you might have to do it again tomorrow? Well,
he could still have a role to play. I mean, we hope that it doesn't get down to that, but it's already been a summer of twists and turns for us as a nation. So who knows? But like I said, it's not for us to think too far ahead. Whatever happens throughout the course of the day, we hope the team can show character and skill throughout it, and we're going to need all that tomorrow, because we know it'll be a challenge. It is a 5th-day pitch. They've got a very good spinner in their attack, but like I say, we have to have the belief that we can do it throughout the course of the day.
Does that World Cup final actually make you guys believe that maybe anything is possible?
Well, certainly, in our dressing room, that is the type of conversations, which we have as individuals. I mean, a lot of the guys would have gained a lot of confidence from that, no doubt. It's a different form of game, but certainly the belief that they can when confronted with different situations, deal with it, whatever form of game it is.
George Graham.
The Duke's ball doesn't seem to have swung very much, and that was going to be a big part of the strategy this summer. Is that a worry?
Oh, but, sorry, George.
The Duke's ball, the new Duke's ball, the old new Duke's ball, doesn't seem to have swung very much, and that was going to be a big part of the strategy this summer, wasn't it? Is that just a one-off, do you think, or is that a concern?
Well, I think all balls are different. It depends which one comes out of the box, and certainly how it plays off the pitch. We've done the usual thing. We've tried to polish it up, and we've tried to get a few balls changed, as both teams seem to do nowadays, if not much is happening with it. So, from that perspective, you have to deal with what's in front of you. Yeah, balls or pitch.
Ian, we'll take a couple more.
Graham, over here. England's batting has been a concern in the Test arena for quite some time. There have been a number of collapses. How do you kind of get the players to put that out of their mind when they've got such an obvious batting task ahead of them?
Well, again, all individuals are different. How they prepare, how they wait to bat. All you can do is keep your environment as relaxed as you possibly can in the dressing room. And you have to trust the guys once they walk down the steps, get over the ropes, and get into the battle. And that's it's no different for anybody. Collapses have always gone on for years. Yeah, I mean, personally, you can talk about it as much as you like. If a guy's bowling hot and batsmen get out there and they happen to either get a great delivery or not quite move as they want to, it happens. But you also have to build up that belief in the dressing room before you get out there that you can do the job.
And you talked a little bit about the kind of character that they'll need to show. Are you quite convinced that is within this dressing room?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we've got the character, and it's the challenges ahead of our guys tomorrow. They have to go out there and use the skill which they have, but also be smart and show a great deal of character throughout the day. It won't be easy. Don't for 1 minute think it will be, but this is Test cricket. Yeah, and as we've seen already, the 4 days have shifted backwards and forwards, and obviously it's probably on us tomorrow to soak it up for one more day.
Firstly, is Chris Woakes okay? And secondly, how do you reflect on the decision for Jimmy to play in this game? Would it have been better for him to get overs elsewhere rather than going straight into the intensity of an Ashes Test?
Well, first of all, Woakes is fine. Probably today we wanted to use some spin options, and maybe with Jimmy not being available to us, we probably had to share the workload a little bit as well. Maybe with the new ball round the corner, Chris Woakes is being held a little bit for that. Decision to play Jimmy, I think a guy who's played how many Test matches he has, you have to trust his view, and I trusted his decision. I think it's unfortunate that it happened, but I have no doubt that Jimmy in his own head felt that he was 100% fit.
Graham, you'd have played against Steve Waugh numerous times in Ashes campaign. Does Steve Smith watching him bat, does it kind of throw you back to the mental fortitude that Steve Waugh used to have when you played against him?
Well, I played in the game at Old Trafford where Steve Waugh got 200s, and they certainly altered that Test match, and they were innings of great character and skill as well, which Steve Smiths were in this match, and that's what you get at this level. I mean, in many ways, you have to admire it, and as you guys, who watch and the spectators as well, they have to, appreciate that they're watching someone who's a fantastic player, a world-class player as well, and that's great to see. It's great to be in the ground when that happens. We'd like to see the back of him a bit quicker next time, though.